Missing someone with all you want. Missing someone.
What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you guys who are new, my name is Lauren and I go by Loft by Lauryn on Instagram. In today's video, I'm going to be showing how I'm going to be prepping my model Olivia for my class. I'm going to be going live on Salon Centric's Facebook, so stay tuned for that later this week. But actually by the time you're watching this, it's probably, I've already done it, so you can go check it out on their Facebook. But I'm going to be showing how to use the Bright Liquid Demis. I will be showing a halo color melt technique that I use a lot behind the chair, and it's great for people who want more of like an ombre look and have a lot of brightness around the face. So today I'm going to show you how I will be prepping Olivia for my class. So since we're doing a class, I'm only going to do half of her head so that I can show what the technique looks like, and then in the class I will be showing how I did the technique. This way it saves some time that I don't have to like wash and blow dry and then show the technique. I could just show ahead of time so people have a better visualization of what the technique looks like and what it accomplishes. So let's go head over and mix up some toner. So for this technique, I'm going to be using 3 different formulas. I need a root formula, a mid formula, and then an end formula. And this is how I'm going to create this nice ombre color melt with this technique. Alrighty, so for this look, I'm going to be using the Bright Liquid Demis, and for my first root shade color, I'm going to be doing 6-0, and then mixing that with the 6 volume Liquid Demi Developer, and this is crucial so that you get that cream-like gel consistency. And then for my mid formula, I'm going to be mixing up some 7-0, so I'm going to be doing about 10 grams of that, and then I will be mixing up that with 8-2, and I'm going to be adding about 7 grams of that one. And then with the liquid demis, you do mix it 1-to-1 with the Demi Developer, so I'm going to be adding about 17 grams of Demi Developer to this formula as well. And then for my lighter formula, I'm going to be doing about 7 grams of 9-0, about 5 grams of 9-2, and then around like 6 grams of 0-0. And with that, I get 1 level lighter. So since I'm doing this for a class, I'm just sectioning off her hair just to do half of the head. So half of the head I will be toning, and then the other half I will be demoing in the class. This way I can show what the color will look like as I'm applying it. So as I mix up her root shade formula, I first apply the root shade on the top. I like this because I want that part to be the darkest since this is the root shade, and I just lightly tap and do about a 1/2 inch here as I get through the whole head, and I try to section out the hair and try to go a little bit past the ear so I can get more coverage with each sectioning that I do. And I do this first application all the way to the nape of the neck, and then everything that I missed on the top crown that you'll see after this section, I go ahead and apply that together as a whole. So here you see I go flip all the hair back, and then there's usually just like that top part that needs to be toned. So once I was done with the root shade, I went ahead and mixed up the mid shade toner, and here's my sectioning pretty much where that mid color will go. It's just that top halo section, and you see I kind of just drag it down to about the eyebrow or eye level depending on what your client is going for. I usually ask them where they want to see the lightness to start. And generally with this type of color melt, a lot of my clients like it to start around their eyebrows, so I do start and only apply on this top halo section with this mid-tone, and I do blend with my fingers to smudge in the root shade with this mid-tone as well. And when applying this mid-shade toner, I do like to take really thin sections to ensure that I'm really saturating and getting everything pretty even. This also helps, like when I go back in and do my sectioning, if I see that I miss a spot, I can just go back in and lightly tap like wherever it needs to be retoned or add more product. Alrighty, so mixing up my lighter shade, and I start applying this in the back and just lightly smudging and blending into that root shade. Notice how there's no mid shade here, only the root shade and the end shade. And this is because when she brings her hair forward, when it's down, the hair around her face near her chin won't be dark there. It'll all be pretty much light and kind of give a nice face frame and lightness around the face. And another reason why I like to apply this end color in the back first is because I want it to gradually get lighter as I work my way towards the front, because when you apply toner, wherever you leave it on apply first will be the darkest, and then wherever it is applied last will be the lightest if you do wash it out before the full processing time. So I like to have it gradually get a little bit lighter as it gets towards the front. Now, I am applying this color on dry hair, but I normally do apply these type of Demi colors on wet hair. You can do either or, but since I was doing a mannequin head, I went ahead and just did it on dry hair. But I think doing it on wet hair can be a little bit easier to smudge and blend the color a little bit. I felt like when it was dry, I had to take a little bit thinner sections to make sure that I was fully saturating everything. And then it's super helpful to comb out the hair as well as you're color melting, just to kind of blend all the colors together and make sure that you're fully saturating all of the hair. And at this point, as I'm getting towards the top part, I do like to reinforce. If I feel like I need to add more mid shade in certain areas, I do so as I'm applying the end color as well. And then once I'm done, I like to comb it out again to make sure that none of the hair is clumped together and everything is fully saturated. So here is the color after processing for about like 8 to 10 minutes. You can see that root shade and then the mid shade and the beautiful light shade on the ends, creating such a nice color melt. Notice also how shiny and soft the hair looks with the liquid Demis. I really love that I can easily comb out the hair. It doesn't get super tangled, and it really does feel like it's very conditioning compared to other liquid Demi lines. And one more thing is the consistency of this color is really incredible too, because the fact that it's more gel-like, all the color kind of stays put and doesn't drip around. So wherever I place the color and smudge the color is exactly where I set it. And then before I rinse it out, I always like to pinch test to make sure that the hair is at the desired level and tone. So with the liquid Demis, you do have to wash it out. So I like to wash my client's hair out with cold water. This is to seal the cuticle and just keep the hair shiny. So I am washing it out with Bangkok sulfate-free shampoo, and this is great because it's color safe. And then after that, I do add in some Tokyo conditioner, and this as well is color safe for all hair types. And then I took Olivia back to my station. I prepped her with some Copenhagen leave-in conditioner and then some Munich hair serum just before I blow dried her. And for my blow dryer, I am using a Parlux. I feel like a Parlux is pretty amazing. It's super lightweight but super powerful. And then for my round brush, I am using an Olivia Garten round brush, and I'm using their extra large one, I believe. This one I really love because you're able to grab more hair and blow dry the hair a little bit faster. And then to finish Olivia off, I curled her with a Babyliss Pro 1 1/4 inch barrel, and I'm just alternating, giving her some beach waves to give her a little bend in her hair. And when I do her beach waves, I do like to grab the hair from the mid shaft and then slowly let hair into the barrel, leaving the ends out. And each section that I pick up with the barrel is no larger than the barrel size. Alrighty guys, so here is my finished look for the class. So I only did half the head and I already styled her. And here you can see this beautiful color mount. You can see the darker tone there, the mid shade there, and then blended seamlessly into the lighter shade. And I really love this technique because with clients who have really long hair, when they bring their hair forward like this, like for me instance, you can see all this darkness here. So this toning technique makes it so when they put their hair forward like this, they see lightness all around their face here, but still having that rooty look, because some clients just like don't like too much contrast right at the root. They want it to be super blended or have like that ombre look, so that's great for that. And yeah, I just really love how seamless and blended it look, and it's super quick and easy. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in to this week's video. I will talk to you guys next week. Bye!